Today's episode of the Bill Simmons podcast on the Ringer Podcast Network, brought to you as always by ZipRecruiter. You know what's not smart? Not making a movie with Tiffany Haddish in it? I don't know. Lots of things aren't smart. We're having a very unsmart football season right now. You know what else isn't smart? Job sites that overwhelm you with tons of the wrong resumes. Luckily, there's a smart way at ZipRecruiter.com/BS. They find people with the right skills for your job. Actively invite them to apply. Right now, my listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/BS. It is the smartest way to hire. They're the best at what they do. We're also brought to you by SeatGeek, the best app for buying and selling tickets to sporting events, concerts, and more. And more. And more. I don't even know what that means. Sports, concerts, what else do we need in life? For $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase on any game or sporting event, use promo code BS. Download the SeatGeek app or go right to SeatGeek.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Halloween Unmasked. It's my birthday today, so you can subscribe to it. It could be your present to me. Your present to me should be subscribe to Halloween Unmasked and leave a nice comment on the iTunes thing. I never beg for comments, for ratings, for any of that stuff. I don't even really understand that whole world. Some people do for stars. Give me 5 stars. But you can do that today for my birthday. Give me 5 stars. All the joy I've brought in your life, all the free podcasting that I've given you. Halloween Unmasked, free. Costs 0 cents. You can listen to it on October 1st. I think it's really good. And you can judge for yourself. Subscribe on Apple Podcast or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcast. Don't forget about Ryan Russillo's Dual Threat, our newest Ringer podcast. We might have some other new Ringer podcasts coming soon. Some new ones. Might be some names entering our orbit. Stay tuned. Who knows? Speaking of names entering the orbit, you'll hear in a second. First, Pearl Jam. All right, it is Monday, lunchtime. Tiffany Haddish is here, sitting in a stance I've never seen. A lot of people have been on that couch. You are sitting back, cradling the microphone.
Yeah, I'm
like
holding
it's like
it
a boyfriend.
right between my boobies. It's just resting there.
You're very comfortable right there. That's good for me. You have a new haircut.
Yeah, I got a new haircut. What's a new wig?
It's short.
My hair is actually long. This is a short wig cut.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, it's like very. I don't know. It looks professional, for lack of a better word. Like you could host Good Morning America for an hour or something in like a nice
I could
suit.
do, or I could be a flight attendant.
Oh, flight
Exits are
attendant
located here, here, and here. Coffee, tea, wine, champagne, orange juice. What would you like?
We have the same person who does PR for us. He's my friend, though. He doesn't like being called a PR flack.
Oh, he's your friend? He's an alumni to the high school I went to.
I know. You guys have a whole history.
And he's straight. That's for Steve. That's for Steve, the paparazzi in New York. He always he's like, you got a guy publicist? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, and he's gay, right? And I'm like, no, he's straight. He got a wife and kids. He's like, unheard of. You're so funny, Tiffany.
He's been nervous about this podcast.
Why?
I don't know. He's afraid of us getting together. He didn't want. He knows I'm good at what I do. He's afraid I was going to rope you into saying stuff you shouldn't say.
Oh,
well, that we'd like each other. That we'd start hanging out outside his purveil. What's that word?
His
parameters. Why can't I speak?
I don't know. I don't know what word you're trying to say.
I don't know what word I'm trying to say.
And
either.
Parameter.
Purview. I think it's purview. Yeah.
I don't know what purview means. It's like a preview.
Let's go backwards.
Okay.
Because you have a lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
You have 3 movies over the course of 6-7 weeks?
Yeah.
And you're on a TV show.
Yeah.
But 5 years ago, you would have taken any one of these gigs, you would have been fired up. And now they're all coming at you like a t-shirt cannon at a basketball game. They're shooting job offers at you.
And I'm just catching them.
So
then a lot of them fall to the ground if somebody else picks it up.
So what's your limit? When's too much? Do you have in your head? How much, like, what's your work limit?
My work limit?
Yeah, how much can you do? Because it seems like you're doing a
whatever,
lot.
I could do whatever I put my mind to. I'm not doing a lot, maybe more than the average person.
You're doing a lot.
Because I have a work ethic.
Yeah, I know.
And, keeps me out of trouble.
So is that part of it?
Working keeps me out of trouble.
What's trouble? What happens?
You know what trouble is.
I don't know anything.
Oh, you know what trouble is.
What's trouble? So if you're not working, bad things could happen?
Yeah, bad things could happen. I might get married again and start like cooking and cleaning and stuff. That's trouble. That's trouble.
Were you married? You were married before?
Yeah.
When was that?
Back in the 2000s in zeros.
In the zeros.
Yeah, 2000.
They're calling them the O's now.
Those are the O's. 2008 to 2012, 13.
And now you're single.
Now I'm single, ready to mingle, but not mingling because I ain't really that ready for it because I'm busy making money, building an empire.
Building an empire. What's up with the heavy blanket you sleep with?
The weighted blanket?
The weighted blanket. What's up with that? I heard info about the weighted blanket.
Okay, so I came up on this weighted blanket because, so I was hanging out with my friend Gerard Carmichael.
Yeah.
And he said one of his friends, this girl gave him a weighted blanket and it's supposed to get rid of anxiety and help you fall asleep faster. It's like snuggling, right? So he let me try it out. I said, I got to give me one of these. And immediately, I felt like when it was a 25-pound blanket and you can get them anywhere from 10 to 25 pounds. And when you put it on yourself, it feels like somebody's holding you and hugging you. It's so beautiful.
You could have gotten like a 40-pound stuffed animal too and done that.
Yeah, but that you can't travel. You can't travel with a 40-pound stuffed animal. But
you're Tiffany Haddish. You can do whatever you want.
I'm not traveling.
You could have like one of your assistants carrying the stuffed animal.
Gonna be walking around like I just left the dang fair, okay, through the airport. Sorry, not doing it. Not doing it. But what I will do is have a super heavy suitcase with a 25-pound blanket in it. See, now got that blanket. And then what I like to do is like after a long day's work and my mind is still like racing, I'll like either cover my whole body with the blanket or if I'm lonely, right? If I'm feeling like, I wish I had me a man right now, then I throw half the blanket over my legs. Then I tuck it behind me like somebody crawling up. You know how you got dudes be cuddling up to the booty. Y'all know how y'all do that? Then I put some behind me. Then I put a little cologne on the tip part. And I put that over my shoulder like an arm coming over my shoulder. Yes, I do.
You really do this?
I really do this.
How can you not find a man?
I could find one easy.
No, by the one that's up to your qualifications. There must be
I have
a couple of good choices out there.
Did you read the Men's Journal? I have a list of qualifications.
I didn't read the Men's Journal.
Oh, you should read the Men's Journal.
What are the qualifications?
Journal. Well, there's a lot. Like, first off, you got to be fun to travel with, okay? You got to be loyal. Okay, that's loyal. Loyalty.
That's a good one. I like that.
Loyalty.
I like that idea.
Loyal.
Yeah.
That's really hard for a lot of men.
Yeah.
Also, you got to have a mole on your left foot. You got to like to dance. You got to have nice hands, nice teeth. You got to be physically fit. You ain't got to be like super fit, but you need to be physically fit. Like you got to be able to pick me up and do things. Hello. She ready. Anyways. Gotta be willing to garden a little bit, willing to, no kids. You can't have no kids.
No kids. You don't want to be a stepmom. Good idea.
No children. If I want to be number one.
Yeah.
I want to be priority number one.
Right.
But not so much priority where you like psycho crazy about it.
Right. He's making you Spotify playlists and stuff. You don't want that.
I wouldn't mind a playlist, but not where it's like
not one a week.
Oh, you going to the doctor? I'm going with you, and then try to sit in there while I'm getting a pap smear. I don't want that.
Smart.
Like, because that you know how some guys like that's my coochie, and then like, but I gotta go to the doctor. Well, I gotta see what they doing. It's a girl doctor, right? And like, no, I got a boy doctor. Oh no, I'm sitting in there. I
gotta say, I don't know anybody that insists on going to the OBGYN with their girlfriend or wife. This is a first for me. Really?
I do.
That's possessive.
You obviously are not from South Central Los Angeles.
That's a possessiveness
and
I've never heard of.
You obviously don't know insecure men.
Well, you know I'm not from South Central because you're looking at me right now.
Yeah, I could tell.
Did you didn't see me in high school.
More like Van Nuys.
Van Nuys.
You're more like Van Nuys.
Come on. Give me at least Thousand Oaks.
Van Nuys.
No? Why Van Nuys? Van Nuys kind of creepy. They make like porn there.
Maybe Glendale.
Glendale? That's bullshit. So when was the last
Okay,
serious
you from
boyfriend?
Riverside? You from Riverside?
I don't want Riverside. Give me
You're
like
from Hemet.
Just hurt
I
my
know you
feelings.
are
Just
from
say like
Hemet.
Chino.
I know you're from
So when was the last serious boyfriend?
You're from Lake Elsinore.
I don't know where that is. Now you're just making up cities in California.
I know you from Wildemar.
Wildemar?
It's right next to Hogwarts.
When was the last boyfriend?
The last boyfriend was
Did you have a
last
boyfriend
year.
became super famous?
Last year, huh?
Were you famous when you had the boyfriend?
I guess so. I mean, not to me, but to other people, they consider me famous.
Because I would say post girls trip,
Post girls trip,
your visibility increased.
visibility increased drastically, and I had a boyfriend, but I had to let him go because
Because he was coming to the OBGYN with you?
no, he wasn't coming to
Okay.
the OBGYN with me, but he was trying to like, I don't know. I felt like he was trying to he was crossing lines
Yeah.
that I wasn't comfortable with.
I saw you the first time I had seen you on Gerard's show. The first time you jumped out at me like, oh my God, something's happening with her is Keanu.
Keanu, yeah.
I was like, wow, this is because it wasn't like that was a giant role, but you jumped out in that one. And then I was not surprised by the girls trip thing.
Well, I was the leading female in that one.
You were.
Besides the pussy.
You were.
The pussycat, who now lives with me.
But then girls trip, boom.
Yeah, girls trip. Yeah, that really shot
And then
up
all
the
of a sudden you
trajectory.
have just a million people coming at you and getting offers left and right, all that stuff. There's your tea.
Thank you.
Did you know girls trip was going to be big?
I knew it was going to be good. I didn't think it would be that big. I didn't think it would do what it did. I just knew it would be good because it was fun to do.
I watched it. My daughter's now 13, but when did it come out? Like 2 years ago?
No, it came out
Like a year and a half?
Last year.
Yeah, like a year
a year
plus.
and like 3 months ago.
So she was like 11 or 12. We let her watch it.
Why? Why'd you do that?
Because I want my kids to have a sense of humor. I
Okay.
pushed the envelope with that.
Did you have a conversation with her about grapefruiting and all this?
I didn't know that was happening, to be
Okay,
honest.
but afterwards, did you have a conversation about it? Like,
I sit
you
next
can't
to
let
her.
them just watch these things and then don't have conversation.
So we have the pause button. When you can see it heading a certain direction, throw the hands in front of the face, and yeah,
That
it's one of
doesn't
those.
work.
See, listen, she's gonna see it anyway. It's gonna
Yeah,
be on
so
YouTube.
did you have a conversation with her about it though?
We had a
You have to
conversation.
have conversations. You have to talk with them. Otherwise,
I'm
she's
not
gonna be
gonna
out
have-
here at bar mitzvahs grapefruiting boys.
No, she won't. That will not happen.
And that's gonna be a damn shame. You know, I used to do bar mitzvahs.
Yeah.
And I would catch these little girls doing all kind of stuff. And then I remember I snatched this one girl by the back of her head. And I probably shouldn't have did that, but she had a thing in her mouth and she was too young to be having a thing in her mouth.
What bar mitzvah?
But
What are you talking about?
I'm sure that young man
And why were you
was
doing bar mitzvahs? You were
very
working
happy
them?
at that mitzvah.
What do you mean you were at the bar? What were
I
you
used
doing?
to do bar mitzvahs. I used to, my title was energy producer. I would MC. I would tell jokes. I would choreograph like dance routines for the grand entrance. My job was basically to keep the party moving, keep the party flowing, and
a hard
keep
job.
the energy up.
My daughter was in the bar mitzvah scene last year, so I went to a bunch of them. Yeah, you got to keep the energy up.
Got to keep the energy up.
Spend a lot of money. It's like a wedding. Some of
Yeah,
these
it is
things.
like a wedding. I said,
They're really expensive and
wow.
big. I went to
Yeah.
one that was like 400 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that was just to show off. That's the family
Yeah.
showing off.
Eh,
That's them showing off.
see,
There's business deals going on and all kind of stuff.
just wait till you have kids. Maybe you'll have a 400-person bar mitzvah.
Nope. That's what's not going to happen. They'll have a mitzvah, but there will not be no 400 people. It'll be about a hot 40. We might turn it into a tea
40 is
party.
smart. The hardest I've ever seen my daughter laugh was the zip line scene.
Oh, well.
So that's still the record, but it was good. I think that movie's gonna have legs. With it's funny as the years go, certain movies belong to like, little generations. Like some of the Apatow movies are like that, or like The Hangover is very specifically 2008, and it feels like
Right.
Girls Trip and a couple others from last year were like the 2017. Like, oh yeah, that was the year when that happened.
Yeah. It's
And it was
going to be
good for
like
you.
a classic. I feel
Seems
like it's
like
a
it.
classic.
Seems like it.
Already it's a classic because I've already done 17,000 movies.
Yeah, how
since
many?
then.
So how many have you done since?
Since then, I think 6.
What was the best one?
I don't know yet. We'll see when it comes out.
Which one are you the most excited about?
I'm excited about all of them, man. There's all my
Great
babies.
answer. You've been trained really well by Louis K. He's really smart.
He didn't teach me.
I like how you said that.
I thought when I hired him, he would teach me like press etiquette.
Yeah.
Like I would go through some like, this is how you do press, PR, like a class. Like, like this is proper etiquette. This is how you talk to an interviewer. This is how you this is how you that. He didn't do none of that. I'm really starting to feel like I'm getting gypped. Because I never got put through the course. So now sometimes I say crazy things and be like, oh man, no, we got to fix that. And I'm like, well, let me just say this to fix that.
Maybe he's just hands off and he wants to let you be you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You want to let me be me. But sometimes
it's a good idea.
But sometimes me be messing up.
You haven't gotten in trouble yet though, have you? Have you said anything that you had to walk back? I don't remember that.
No, I mean, I always speak my truth. Yeah, we had to clean up some things. Oh yeah, but I did crack a joke. It wasn't a good joke, and people got upset. And I had to say, guys, it was a bad joke. Get over it. I'm a comedian.
I do think there's a couple people that are in that zone where they can get away with a little more, and I think you're in that zone.
I'm in the get away with it more zone.
Yeah, a little bit. I was caught the Howard Stern zone because for some reason he can get away with more than anybody because he's got the 40 years.
I was listening to some of Howard Stern's old shows. I'm like, wow, that sounds like a whole Me Too situation going on right now. But that was back in the 90s.
Yeah, he's always had leeway. I think Charles Barkley's like that. Weirdly, he can push the envelope on shows and people don't get mad because it's him. Because
it's Charles Barkley. Well, it's like I think people know when it comes from like a place of like you're being just mean or being evil or vicious, or is it coming from a place of goodness and you're just trying to
you're genuine
bring some
to
joy.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Chappelle is an interesting variation of this because he just doesn't give a shit. Yeah, he says whatever he wants. And now he got some backlash when the two Netflix things came out briefly, and he was like, "I don't care. This is how I feel.
Yeah,
I'm doing comedy, and either watch it or don't watch it." And now he's good. Right now, it just seems like he can say whatever. I mean, not whatever.
Well, he sings wherever.
Yeah,
I was just with him last night. He's singing his ass off.
What's he singing about?
So was I.
Singing at like a club?
Yeah, we just went to like this place that has like a live band.
Yeah,
and they had a microphone there, and then. Whenever there's a microphone, a comedian wants to get on that. And then he sings Lauryn Hill songs. Those are his go-to songs.
Really?
Lauryn Hill. And I go to Tina Turner.
Smart.
And so I sang Proud Mary. And then he sang a Lauryn Hill song.
You didn't do What's Love Got to Do with It?
No, I didn't do that one. No.
You really throw yourself into that one.
What does love got to do with it? I don't know.
There's people who are funny comedians, and then there are people who are just flat out funny in the room, just hilarious. Who's like in your top four? Or give me a couple.
That are just hilarious.
Just like hilarious. Like they always said like Chris Farley was just like hilarious. People say that about you. Like when you're going, you're like a hurricane. And
yeah,
it's
when
just
I
comedy
get, when
flying
I get
out left
going,
and right.
when I get going, but I'm still asleep right now. But like, who makes me laugh? Like in the room. With Dave Chappelle, he always makes me laugh.
Because that's why I asked, because they always said he's just funny all the time.
Yeah, he's just funny all the time. Like in just regular conversation, you're going to laugh. Who else? Oh, there's this comedian named Tony Roberts. He is hilarious. He's a comedian's comedian. Like
comedian's comedian. I love those.
He's the comedian's comedian. If you get to like hang out with him anytime, like you're gonna laugh. Even if you're having like a serious conversation, you're gonna laugh. Who else is like that? Kevin is funny all the time. He's always funny. Will Forte.
Oh, interesting.
Will Forte is hilarious. Yes. When we did Keanu, they were braiding his beard, and I was like trying to coach him through it because he's a white man getting his hair braided. He was in a lot of pain, and I was like trying to make him laugh and stuff. And then whenever I talk to him on the phone or whenever I see him, we laugh a lot. Will Forte is hilarious. He's just funny.
You did the SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get nominated for that, or did you win? What happened?
I got nominated, and then I took home the trophy.
You won, right, for Best Supporting something?
No, guest
or best
star.
guest star.
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations. What was that whole week like?
That was a
Did
busy,
you feel like you could have been
busy.
on that show for 5 years?
No.
No?
Hell no. No. No.
How come?
No. That's a lot of work. I wasn't cut out. I wasn't cut out for that type of work.
You just talk about how great your work ethic is. Now you're not cut out for
SNL? I
SNL?
wasn't cut out for that type of work.
Why?
You have to be a special person. Like everyone that works over there, they are special, wonderful people. Like you have to be a certain kind of a beast to handle that. I'm not cut out to handle it on a weekly basis.
So the rise and fall pressure of week to week you wouldn't want?
No, thank you.
But yet you made like 7 movies this year.
Yeah, that's different.
Why?
Because they hand you the script before you even take the job, and you can read it and see like, okay, is this something I want to do?
Yeah.
You know, and you make the decision.
So it's within these lines that you just kind of know where the lines are, and then you just do the
and
performance.
And everything I do has a lot of heart in it.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of Tiffany on it. You know, whatever character I'm playing or whatever, it's me. You know, so I'm not cut out to do that though. I'm just not cut out to do that.
But doing
show.
it 1 week was fun.
Yeah, 1 week was fine.
Why fine? What happened?
It was fine.
What was the matter?
Nothing.
You wouldn't go back?
I mean, it was fine. I mean, if they really wanted me to come back.
You have a look on your face that people can't hear because it's a podcast.
But they can hear it.
You have a look like you wouldn't go
They
back.
can hear me. They know how I feel.
So what didn't you like about it?
What didn't? It was different.
Let's take a break to talk about Gillette. You know, I've been trying to stay clean shaven. I've been lazy about it. I had a beard for a while. Wasn't feeling it anymore. I shaved. Now I got like the Don Johnson stubble again. You know, it's hard. It's not fun to shave sometimes. Unless you use Gillette. There's nothing like smoothing my stubble away with the Gillette Fusion Pro Shield. Gillette is based in Boston. That's just one of the many reasons I love them. Their craftsmanship is unbeatable. I've been using it for the last 30 plus years of my life. Going back to high school when I was shaving the 4 hairs of my lip, pretending I needed a shave. The Gillette Fusion Pro Shield, a perfect example of how great Gillette is. It moves to the shape of your face to get virtually every hair. They even have a precision trimmer on the back, perfect for those hard to reach areas. Now at Gillette On Demand, go online, subscribe to have your favorite blades like the Fusion Pro Shield delivered directly to your door. That way you're never without a smooth shave when you need one. Subscribe to Gillette On Demand today. Get $5 off your first order with special offer. Simmons 5. That's the offer code, like the number 5 at checkout. Simmons 5. Enjoy free shipping, every 4th order free with subscription. Just visit Gillette online at GilletteOnDemand.com to get started. And while we're here, don't forget about theringer.com/shop. If you like the t-shirts and the hats that you see us on the Instagrams, on the Twitters, on the YouTubes, you can check all that out. And speaking of checking out stuff, Shack House, presented by Callaway. Ryder Cup is this week. We had House on the BS podcast this week, but he is going to give his takes on the Ryder Cup. Gambling advice. Subscribe now. Shack House. All right, back to Tiffany.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you have a wife?
I do.
I'm finna ask you an inappropriate question.
Sure.
Okay. This is a survey I'm taking because I'm trying to work on a new joke.
Okay.
So
I'm already blushing. I don't know where this is going.
You are blushing so hard. Hey, you're going to blush even more. If you came home, right, and you got on the family computer, right?
Yeah.
And, or maybe let's just say it's just you and your wife's computer because you got kids. It's just you and your wife's computer. And you go to the search engine and you notice that she is searching gay male porn, man on man porn. And you notice that she is watching a lot of man on man porn. Do you talk to her about it? Do you just let it be?
You mean like keep it like buried like a secret?
Like don't say nothing about it? Act like you didn't even see it in the search? Or do you ask her about it? Like, why are you watching all this gay male porn?
So my wife and I have been together for 20 years. I would definitely be like, what the hell's going on with your Google search?
If you would ask her?
I would ask her.
And then what if she said, I'm just trying to learn how to, make you feel good. I'm just trying to learn how to suck you better.
I don't know what my response to that would be.
I'm just trying to learn how to take it in the butt and don't cry. What if she say that to you? What if you gonna be okay with that? Would you be okay with it? You are so, he is so red right now.
Well, I'm hot. I'm sweating.
You look like you're about to explode. Like a cartoon thermometer. You are so red.
You made me laugh. Yeah, I would definitely ask. Well, nephew Kyle knows my
get
wife.
me out of that shit.
You don't want to get me all of this?
It's my auntie. I don't want to.
That's her auntie.
I'm sorry.
So what's the bit? How do you turn that into a joke and a
I don't know.
set?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure it out. That's something I'm trying to figure out. But
I think
it's really funny.
Well, you know,
because men are always getting caught watching, like, they're always getting caught watching girls on girls, or you know, a guy and a girl. But how do you respond to find out your wife is watching guys on guys?
Those bits really work well in stand up. When you make the couples that are on the date uncomfortable. You do it like some comics have done it, where Eddie Murphy was like the first one I remember who would really like do that and put people on edge who were next to each other.
Right. My favorite thing is to get a couple to kiss and then ask them to grab her titties. That's my favorite thing to do.
Do they do it?
Sometimes they do. And sometimes the girl's like, no, ew. And I'm like, she don't love you like you thought she did.
I love at sporting events when they have the kiss cam and then they settle on two people who are on a date but don't want to kiss.
Right.
Great tension.
Yeah. It's like, why didn't you
And the crowd
kiss
starts
me?
raspberrying them and booing them. And then finally the guy leans over for like the stupid kiss.
Right.
So you're not going back to SNL. It was a great swerve on the gay male porn search.
I'm just, okay, another question. Never mind. I'm not going to ask you no more questions.
Tell me about the Kevin Hart movie.
So Night School is a great movie. It's about second chances, where this character Teddy, that's played by Kevin, he loses his job by some disastrous accident, and he needs to get another job because he's been living this facade, or putting up this facade that he's like balling out of control, you know, and been kind of like lying to his girlfriend. So he needs to step up his game and get a job, but he can't because he doesn't have a high school diploma. So he has to get his GED. And that's where I come in.
Oh, that's where you come in.
That's where I come in because I'm the night school teacher. And, you know, I don't play games. And like Teddy's a hustler. That character's a hustler. And so he tries to hustle me, like gets me tacos and like does all these things to try to get me to just pass him through. But I don't play that. I don't play that in real life either. You got to do the work. So I make him do the work and then he gets his GED.
I tried to convince ESPN to have Kevin host the ESPYs like 6 years ago. And I was showing the clip to these people that ran ESPN who were not Kevin's audience. And I was like, just trust us. He's going to come out. All the athletes love him. The energy will be there. And they were just watching it going like, oh, I don't know. Well, not like he's not conventional, but he's funny.
Right.
But you put him in a situation like a big building with a bunch of famous people, like that's who you want. But you're like that too. You did the MTV thing last year.
Yeah.
You come out, you gotta have energy, you're gonna be funny.
Yeah, the
or
MTV,
this year, not last year.
Yeah, that was this year. Yeah, you already in the future, huh?
This year.
You make everything Girls Trip 3 years ago. Like,
I don't know what year it is, and I don't know how old I am. I don't know what's going on. I'm like you, I work
your wife
hard.
is watching gay male porn. You don't know anything.
Could you host the ESPYs? Do you know enough about sports?
I don't know enough about
Doesn't
sports,
matter.
but I know how much money a lot of these athletes are making.
You could cheat. You could cheat it.
I'll figure it out.
Have any of these athletes asked you out? Oh, a pause.
That's still an athlete? Or
No, it could be
or
either.
A former athlete.
Could be former.
Okay, former athlete.
Former athlete, definitely.
Did
Those guys
Richard
are-
Roundtree play any sports?
No.
He seemed like it. He seemed like he built like a football
Richard
player.
Roundtree asked you out?
Yeah, that was a long time ago though. Yeah, we met at a barbecue place.
Maybe you need the celebrity boyfriend, so you do the power couple. Have like the tour on Us Weekly for like 2 months, and then you break up and they put the tear in it between the picture.
And then they put the tear in it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's like 2 months and then it ends and there's a tear.
Oh, no.
It's like a whole cycle.
I kind of got a thing for barbers.
Barbers?
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere. Why
Yeah,
barbers?
Barbers. Because they busy. They got clients. I don't know. I just made that up, bro.
Now you
Just
got
made that
barbers
up.
listening to you wondering if they have a chance. So the
The last guy I had a crush on was a barber. That's why I just put that up.
You grew up in LA?
Grew up in LA.
South
Lamar
Central?
Odom asked me out. See, I had to think. I had to pull it. I got to dig in my thing. But I said no, thank you.
Yeah, that's probably the right move.
I said no, thank you.
No offense to Lamar, but yeah.
Yeah, I invited him to a comedy show. And
Nice
he
guy.
And he didn't show up.
Not great.
That's okay. We was in Vegas.
So you grew up in South Central?
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Then
What happens when you're like 19? You trying to do comedy?
19, I was working at the airlines.
Oh, you really were. You were doing
Yeah.
the flight
was
attendant
working
joke
at-
before. You really did work for an airline.
I worked for Alaska Airlines and I was customer service. So I worked at the ticket counters and stuff. And I did bar mitzvahs.
And then when did you get into comedy?
I got into comedy at like 16, but I had stopped doing comedy when I was 18 because I got emancipated and I needed a place to live. And comedy was only giving me like $10 a show, $25. It's not enough to pay rent.
What do you
So-
mean you got emancipated?
I was in foster care.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
16, 17?
16, 17, I was doing stand-up. And at 18, I got emancipated. So
There it is.
then I stopped doing stand-up for a while.
Who were your idols for stand-up? Who'd you model yourself after?
I modeled myself after Tiffany Haddish, darling.
No, come on. You must have
I
little
mean,
pieces
I
of
had
different people.
that I really liked.
Yeah, you always take pieces of different people and they form whatever your style is.
I mean, at first, when I first started, I was like super into Jim Carrey. So I was like very physical.
Yeah.
And I'm still very physical with my comedy, I guess. Was very into Bill Cosby, very into Richard Pryor, Lucille Ball, Lenny Bruce, Red Skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like old school comics. Charlie Chaplin, and then like Bernie Mac and Cedric the Entertainer. And then Dave Chappelle was coming. I just started noticing that guy around then. And yeah.
What's the best
Steve
kind of club to
Harvey.
play? Big place, small place, medium place? What's your dream like venue?
I like, 1,500 to 2,000 seater.
Oh,
That's like,
you played like
Ideal.
arenas too, right?
I did an arena once. It didn't work out so good.
Why?
I wasn't ready.
You did was it like 15,000 people?
Yeah, I think it was more than that.
Jesus.
It was with Bruce. I opened up for Bruce. Yeah, I wasn't ready. That was a long time ago. That was like 10 or 12 years ago.
Now you could do arenas.
Yeah. Easy. Arenas.
Add that to the-
Arena. Let's do a football stadium.
I don't know.
Soccer fields.
Does any comedian done a football stadium?
Yeah, Kevin.
That's right. He did it in
And
Philly.
sold out and did 3 of them. Sold out 3 football stadiums.
I don't know how you could watch comedy from like the top row in the upper deck in a football stadium, but obviously you can because he sold out.
Yeah, he sold it out.
That's crazy. What did he say about it after?
I don't know.
I can't even imagine doing
I didn't
that
even
for
ask.
80,000
I didn't
people.
ask because I was jealous a little bit.
You were?
Yeah, just
Do a
little
football
bit.
stadium.
No.
You could open the new LA stadium when it opens.
Yeah, when that happens.
That's
yes.
gonna be
and then I'll be
awesome.
the first comedian ever to perform at the new stadium in Inglewood.
Let's talk about daily fantasy. I'm sure you have major regrets about your season-long fantasy team. Like Tom Brady, who had 7 points for me this week, 7.85 points. Come on, Tom Brady. I know you're 41, so you got to step it up. Fantasy is very important. I'm excited to be playing on FanDuel this year. At FanDuel, you get the excitement of researching and building your team every week. You get the excitement of joining their survivor pool and then losing because Minnesota lost to Josh Allen, which I experienced on Sunday. FanDuel has never been more fun or more easy. The place to play if you're not a fantasy expert. FanDuel is something for everyone. More ways to win than ever before, like their Gridiron Pick'em contest. Every week, free. Pick winners, no spreads. 10K split them on the top pickers. My favorite way to play daily fantasy, as you know, is single entry. I like knowing who I'm going against. I'm going against one person who has one lineup, not one person who has 100. This week's Spike contest, only $5 to enter with a 100K prize pool. First place is 10K. Join this week's Spike contest. Play against me at FanDuel.com/BS. New users get a $20 bonus when they make their first deposit on FanDuel. Come play with me right now. FanDuel.com/BS. Are you an LA sports fan?
Am I a LA sports fan?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go to a Laker game in a minute. Yeah.
Wear a jersey level or not really?
No, I don't have any jerseys.
Because
But if you
LeBron's
bought
on
me
the
one-
Lakers. I don't know
If
if
you
you
bought me
heard.
one, I'd wear it.
Well, they'd give you one. They would put you courtside.
I'd
and-
wear it. I'd wear like a dress. Put a belt around it. Give me some little Timberland heel boots, with Laker colors. And walk around with my back arched and my booty shaking a little bit. Yep. And I'll give a little side boob too, a little side boob.
Side boob's good on
Yeah,
on
little
TV
side-
when you're courtside.
Little side boob.
Yeah. Have you met LeBron?
No.
He's on the Lakers now. I don't know if you're aware.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm aware he's on the Lakers.
Yeah,
I'm also
it's gonna be
aware
a thing.
that he's a school owner. I'm
He
aware
is.
of that. And he's also a producer.
Yes, he is.
I'm aware of that.
He's doing Space Jam 2. You're probably going to get roped into that.
I don't want. That's
All you have to do is do
Okay,
voice
I'll
work for like a
I'll
week.
do the voice work. I'll do like one of the cartoon characters or something like that. I want to do his. I think he got the Madam C.J. Walker story. I want to do that. I want to be something in that.
What's that? I don't know that
You
story.
don't know about Madam C.J. Walker?
I don't know what's the story going
Oh,
to be
I
like.
gotta throw this hot tea on you.
Yeah, let's do it.
And Madam C.J.
Give me
Walker.
some tea.
Madam C.J. Walker. Let me spill it. Madam C.J. Walker is the first African-American woman to be a multimillionaire in the United States of America. She created all kind of hair products. So like while you over here talking about, I like your hair, I got some little gel in here that on my edges from Madam C.J. Walker. The pressing comb, she sold it. Do you know what a pressing comb is?
Yes.
You just lied? You're
I know
turning
what a press
red.
and comb is.
What's a pressing comb?
No, because you every time you look at me suspiciously, it makes me uncomfortable.
But the way you said yes, I could tell you're lying.
Press and comb. You press it and you comb it. No, I don't know what a press and comb is.
You press it and you comb it.
It's a press and comb.
A pressing comb is a metal comb that you put on fire to heat it up to a certain temperature, and then you run it through your hair and it makes your hair straight.
Oh, my daughter does that. I know. I didn't know it was called a press and comb. We call
She
it
has-
Zoe burns her hair. That's what
She probably has a flat iron.
She has a flat iron.
Yeah,
How's that different than a press and comb?
because a pressing comb looks like an actual comb, but it's made out of metal.
I think she has that too. My daughter has like super thick hair that she straightens out all the time.
You think she got a pressing comb?
I think she has all this stuff. I stay out of it. I don't
doubt
want to know
that
what
she
she's
has a
doing with her
pressing
hair.
comb. She got an oven
Nah, I don't know about that.
because you put the pressing comb in an oven.
No,
It's
she
like a
doesn't
little-
have that
it's a
then.
single
If there's no oven, she doesn't have
individual
that.
You put it in there, and then you let it.
So this sounds like a more advanced version of the flat iron.
Oh, it's the original version of the flat iron.
Okay. So this lady invented that and some other things and became a millionaire, and now they're making a movie about
Multi-millionaire, now
her,
they're
starring
making-
Tiffany
yeah.
Haddish.
I don't know
Produced by
about
LeBron
starring.
James. This sounds
I
great.
don't necessarily want to.
I think we found her next
I don't want to
movie.
star in it. I just want to be a part of it. I want to be in there some kind of way.
I bet they would have you. You should get in on that Space Jam, though. They're just throwing around giant checks for that. Just
Really?
take your check for like a week. Just do a couple
I
voices.
haven't heard
You're
anything
good.
about this.
Yeah, they just announced it
Oh, when? Today?
last week.
Last week?
You know, I don't know concept of time, but I think it was last week. Somewhere around there. What's The Oath? What's that movie?
The Oath is a movie about this family who is living in a time where we have a new president who is trying to make everyone sign this like pledge of allegiance, this oath.
Oh, I saw the trailer for this.
Yeah.
This looked good. This is
yeah.
one of the movies I went to.
Yeah, and everybody's not necessarily feeling that Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
And my husband, who's played by Ike Barinholtz, is definitely not feeling it. And it's like, we're not signing it. We're not going to do this. And it gets to the point where they start taking people out of their homes that don't sign it and putting them in like some kind of camp or whatever. They disappear.
Mm.
So
I wonder where they got this idea.
Some people come to our house, right? And they try to take my husband, but we not playing that. We don't play that.
So it sounds like a cousin of The Purge, but like a little more sophisticated.
Something like that. The whole movie takes place in one place.
Mm.
And we don't play that.
What was it like to be married to Ike?
It was nice
How
being
many
married to
on-screen
Ike.
husbands have you had?
I've had 4.
And then Tracy Morgan on the TV show.
Tracy Morgan's not my husband on the TV show. Tracy Morgan is my baby daddy. But I'm married to a white man on that show. I'm married to Josh.
Are you really?
Yes, I'm married to Ryan Gall on that show.
You got that job before Girls Trip took off, right?
Before it came out, yeah.
And now how long are you tied to a TV show?
I don't know. I didn't read the contract.
Did you get a pressing comb in the contract at least?
No, I didn't get a pressing comb, but I did get a check. And that's the only part I looked to say, well, how much? Okay.
Because I noticed when they did the posters for season 2, you were a lot more prominently involved in the season 2 poster. On the billboards.
There's a season 2?
Well, you did a second season, didn't you?
But they already got those posters out?
The billboards. You know, they put those billboards in LA, like.
Yeah, for season 1.
Oh, Emmy voting. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, the Emmy voting posters. Oh, I didn't see those.
You're prominently involved in those.
That's funny. But I didn't see those.
So then what happens?
I feel like I was very prominent in the original promotions.
You were more prominent as it went along. Because initially it was like, this is a Tracy show. And now it's like a Tracy and Tiffany show.
It's still Tracy's show. It's Tracy's show.
Oh, you're on it though.
Yeah, but it's his show.
You're a big star right now.
It's Tracy's show. He's the producer.
All right, now I know your cues to move on. Took a half hour.
You will learn.
What's it been like to date since you became super famous?
I haven't really been on a date.
Do you get asked out?
I have been getting asked out.
Are people afraid to ask you out because you're so famous? They don't think you're available?
I don't think so. An older gentleman asked me out, who's a lawyer. He made sure he let me know that several times and even sent me his full resume. And yeah, I didn't have time. Who else asked me out?
Are there any things that you rule out? Does somebody have to be a certain height?
No. I don't care how tall you are. Doesn't matter. The shorter, the better.
How about age?
Doesn't matter. I think it'd be 80, 90. That's fine. 25.
Foreign?
Got to be over 25.
25, fair.
Over 25.
Foreign? Would you date a foreigner?
Yeah, I'll definitely date a foreigner. Yeah. Como talez-vous?
How old would you go? Would you go over 60?
Yeah.
80?
Yeah.
So everyone's on the table. This is great.
Yeah, 25 up.
So if you filled out one of those dating services, you would just check every question. You check
I'd be like,
yes.
25 up.
Yes.
You know, got to have a job.
Your job's good.
Or a career of some sort of income.
Could you date another actor?
Good credit score.
Could you date another actor?
I don't know.
Feels like competitive.
I mean, sure. But I have a vagina.
Right.
He would have a penis. What's the competition? I don't see the competition in that.
I think actors compete against each other because
why?
one person's...
I would be going for girl parts. He'd be going for boy parts.
But if you were more successful than he was, maybe he would have an issue with it.
Well, then he's insecure.
You're like, I got a lead role in this movie. And he's like, I just got rejected for Law and Order, the 7th part.
That's his personal...
I'm going to make us mac and cheese.
I'll be like, make the mac and cheese, baby.
You're going to look at game porn on your computer.
I would probably get him a job. If he's an actor.
Smart.
Get him a job in my movie.
I like how you did that. Hey, let's talk about all the great podcasts on the Ringer Podcast Network. You know what? Let's just do the sports ones. God, we have some good sports ones. Against All Odds, Cousin Sal Gambling. Every week, if you like gambling, try Cousin Sal Against All Odds. Dual Threat with Ryan Russillo. Football every Tuesday night. College, pro, opinions, hot takes. He comes in hot, that Russillo. Check that out. Check out One Shiny Podcast is back. Titus and Tate. Tate is in some remote location taping it this week. God knows where he is. Ringer FC soccer, Shack House, golf, my podcast, the JJ Redick podcast. He's not even on social media anymore, but you know what he has? A podcast for the Ringer Podcast Network. The Masked Man Show, wrestling with David Shoemaker, and a variety of characters. The Ringer NBA Show, back in full swing. We even, I think, have a name for Kevin O'Connor and Chris Vernon on Tuesdays. And then the MLB Show, which when are you going to listen to it more than during the baseball playoffs? And then, of course, Ringer NFL, Mays and Clark on Sundays, GM Street on Mondays, Fantasy Football on Tuesdays, Mays and Clark on Thursdays, and then our Giant Football Friday extravaganza with GM Street, and then a little Fantasy Football dessert right at the end of it. Check all that stuff out on the Ringer Podcast Network, not to mention all of our pop culture stuff and all the other great things we have. The Ringer Podcast Network. So what's up for the next year for you?
The next year is full. Got
just more projects.
Special. Got to do the 1 hour special.
What's the 1 hour special? Comedy?
Yeah,
Showtime?
Special.
Netflix?
Comedy events. Netflix. Yes. And so we got to get that going. So I'm doing a bunch of tour dates.
Do you have writers for that, or you write the whole thing yourself?
I've been writing myself, and then I'll have some writers like go in and like, you know, arrange it. What makes this? What do you think would make this flow better? You know.
And then what?
And then shoot it. And then some more movies, like 3 more movies.
You can try to do dramas. You can do something serious.
Did it already, baby.
What was it?
It's called The Kitchen. It's coming out next year.
The Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
What's that about?
It's a gangster movie about Hell's Kitchen, taking place in the 70s.
No, you went backwards.
Yeah, we went backwards to the 70s, and it's we are 3 women married to 3 Irish mobsters, and they go to jail, and then we take over their business.
What kind of hairdo do you have going in this movie?
What kind of hair do I have?
What 70s haircut do you have?
It's just a nice little press and curl.
Press and curl, okay.
A press and curl.
She can listen to us talk about different hair. What else do we have? The press and curl.
You got the press and curl. You got the bob. You got the beehive. You got the roller set. You got, but I only had a press and curl. Well, I guess it was a roller set because my hair was in rollers. Yeah.
How much press are you doing for this Kevin Hart movie?
A lot.
Late night shows?
Yes.
Did Lewis overwork you?
No,
I caught you early while you still had energy.
Lewis. It's not Lewis's fault. Lewis actually protected me a lot.
I doubt that.
The studio is trying to overwork me, which I'm fine with because we're making money. A girl's got to sleep, and a girl does need to date. I'm gonna try to make scheduling like 1 date a month. We'll see.
Like on a weekend or like a Wednesday?
On a day off.
I don't think they need to promote this movie that much. I know they're going to make you do it, and they don't think that way, but I think people will see this.
I think people will see it.
There are 2 people that everybody seems to like.
But how they promoted Girls Trip like really big. They went all out for that, you know. And then it was the first all black female comedy to make that kind of money.
Who have you stayed in touch with from that movie?
Everybody.
Everybody? Is there
not the whole cast, but all the girls.
Girls Trip 2?
We talk about it all the time. Hopefully that happens.
That should happen.
It better. I mean, I would love for it to happen.
They didn't option like where you're forced to do the sequel as soon as they snap their fingers. You have control.
No.
That's good. Make them pony up for that one.
They should.
Girls Trip 2 should happen.
Yes. I think you should every day on your podcast talk about it.
Oh, first I have to find you a boyfriend so you're not sleeping with a 25-pound blanket every night.
Okay.
I think you need a warm
Emmy.
body.
I have the Emmy next to me too.
You need a warm body with some arms and legs.
Yeah, I got the Emmy and a weighted blanket. He might like the weighted blanket. If he can handle me under that weighted blanket, that's
Would you keep the weighted blanket with the guy?
Yeah. Then he got to be on top of it. He's weighted down.
Where are you putting the Emmy?
It's in the bed next to me.
Oh, it's really in your bed?
It's in the bed.
I thought you were kidding.
No, it's in the bed.
Yeah. Did we hit everything, Lewis? Lewis wants to talk about Nobody's Fool.
Yeah, Nobody's Fool is a movie coming out November the 12th or the 2nd. When's it coming out? The 2nd, November the 2nd.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry movie. Yeah, we shot that movie. That movie is really funny. It's about 2 sisters, and one's fresh out of jail, and the other sister is getting catfished, and the one that's out of jail is like, I'm not letting nobody hurt my sister. And yeah, I really like it a lot. I just saw it, and it made me laugh so hard.
Who's the other sister?
Tika Sumpter.
Oh.
Yeah, and or some. No, I've always
Sumpter.
messed her name up. I feel so bad about that. Tika Sumpter. I said it. Sumpter. Yes, she's the best. We had a lot of fun. We laughed a lot, and my favorite part of the whole movie is like it looks so good, and we shot it in 10 days, and I only worked 7 out of the 10, and it looks like it was shot like over a long period of time. And
How many days was it?
10 days.
Give me before we go, give me advice for my 13-year-old daughter.
Advice for your 13-year-old daughter?
Try to keep it clean. I know you won't.
I would advise her, okay, good advice for a 13-year-old girl is to know to take a bath once a week.
That's great advice. We tell
Like
her
you take
that.
a shower every day, but she needs to take a bath once a week, especially going through puberty and like the stress of everything and like learning your body, and it's like changing and transforming. And it's like, this is the most stressful time of her entire existence.
Yeah.
The teenage years is like the hardest because everything is changing and you have no control over anything. Like you don't have any control over your body transforming. Like she's metamorphosizing.
Yeah.
So I would say to relax.
Like an alien.
Yeah, like a straight up alien. She's like, boobs, like, butt. Like, so I would tell her to take a bath once a week.
I'd settle for once a month. We can't even get
But
her.
she'd be more relaxed.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
'cause
that's good.
I'm sure she's like kind of like going through the emotions and stuff. And one minute she loves you, next minute she can't stand you. Like,
We've done pretty well so far, but yeah, it's definitely been surprising. A couple of the mood swings.
Right.
She plays sports though, so I think when people are on teams, it's a little better.
Yeah, well, she's getting out a lot of the frustration and the energy through that. And so by the time she gets home, she's probably really tired.
Yeah.
And if she plays sports, that's even more reason to take a bath at least once a week to relax her muscles and stuff.
The whole family agrees on.
Yeah. But she doesn't like to take baths at all?
No,
or she doesn't shower?
She showers, but
okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's a girl, 13-year-old. She probably don't feel like it.
Yeah. Well, it's the whole thing. I'm so busy.
Yeah, I'm so busy. I watched Where the Sun Don't Shine.
Just
I'm
in 4
good.
hours of practice. I have to do homework. I don't have time to blah, blah, blah.
No, she should,
Like,
like
go in
on
the
the
shower.
weekend, but she should take a shower every day.
Yeah, that's
she gotta-
exactly.
What my advice is, wash your ass every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Thank you.
on the weekends, take a bath and put some baking soda in the water and keep your pH right.
Okay. This is great.
Yeah.
Parenting advice. I like it. Well, now I'm going to make her listen to this, so now she'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, Tiffany Haddish told you.
Yeah. Tiffany Haddish said, put half a pound of baking soda
Why
in your
baking
bath water.
soda? I don't get that part.
Baking soda helps with your pH balance and it makes your skin really soft.
Huh.
And if you have injuries, it helps it heal faster. Like it's just, and it kills parasites, bacteria, and all that stuff.
Is this proven or is this like
Proven.
your old wives' tale?
Proven.
Proven. Okay. All right. Good luck with
Proven
everything.
like a Peruvian.
It was nice to. It was nice to hang out and talk with you.
Nice to hang out.
I'll work on finding somebody better than a 25-pound blanket for you.
Okay,
I'll
I appreciate
I'll
that.
coordinate with Lewis.
Coordinate with Lewis.
If I hear any single guys that I think have potential for you,
just
I'll
make
pass
sure
them on.
make sure they got good
They
credit.
got to give a job.
Gotta have good credit. That's the main thing.
Good credit.
Yeah, and what's good credit to you?
Good credit. I don't know. What is it?
Do you know what the?
I have good credit, so I don't know. I don't
what's your
even.
credit score? You know your score?
It's impeccable. I pay my bills on time.
So you
I'm
got
a
like
grown-ass man
you got
with
an
a job.
850?
I don't know.
You don't
It's
know
good.
what your score is?
Why would I know? I pay
See,
everything on
that's
time.
a problem. That's a problem right there. You don't
What
know
is?
what your grown-up report card is. Your credit score is your grown-up report card. Tells people where you at in life, what you doing with yourself.
I've graduated from it. My credit's impeccable.
No, you graduate when you like 80 and you have a place to retire and money and you're not eating cat food.
Yeah.
That's when you graduate.
I honestly don't know my credit score. I think we've done.
You should
Didn't
know
we
that.
do a credit score sponsor? I should have looked it up then. I'll look it up. Well, Kyle, you have to know yours. See, young people know. I knew it when I was 20 years ago.
You should know it.
What do you think I'm going to find out?
I'm so disappointed in you.
I'm gonna find it out.
That's like saying you don't know your social security number.
Well, I know my social security
number. Or like you
number.
don't know your birthday. What? You don't know your birthday.
But if I know it's good, why do I have to know what it is?
You think you know it's good. What if somebody is stealing your identity and messing it up?
That's not happening.
How do you know?
It's not happening. Sounds like a plot for one of your next movies.
I'm just saying, you never know.
He thought his credit score was fine.
You need to be checking your score.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check my score. I'm going to tell Lewis what it was, and then he's going to tell you.
It needs to be a good score. So basically, any dude you bring my way, it needs to be over 700.
Over 700?
That's
you said 850.
Excellent.
You said 850 before. Why'd you drop it?
850 is an excellent score. You said you had the highest score. You said you had an excellent score.
But you'll take 700.
Top of the line. I asked you if it was 850.
No, but for you.
But 700 is an excellent, that's good. 700 to 850, holla at your girl.
Okay.
Because that means you could buy a house. You could take care of things. If stuff fall off, you can get some credit.
So you meet a great guy, but he's like at 664.
No, thank you.
He's out?
No, thank you. No, thank you. Get your shit together. Come back when your shit's together. And you can fix that. You can go get a Target card, a Sears card, buy something, pay it off over the course of 6 months. Bam, your credit score is back up. Now come holla at your girl.
But you're doing well. You don't. You can take a risk. This could be a good risk for you.
Responsible man. Responsible. That's what your credit score showed me. You know, if you had a regular job, especially government ones, you know what they do? They check your credit.
Yes.
See if you're responsible. Why are you coming up in my organization? I need to know you know how to take care of business.
Okay. Are you going to start, do you have a production company now?
Yes.
Are you going to start producing stuff and doing the whole thing? Or
yes,
are you already doing that?
I'm producing things.
You're up to stuff?
I'm up to stuff.
Okay.
If you come work for my company, I'm going to run your credit. Just so you know.
Oh, now this is like a job interview? I might get hired by you? I didn't
might
realize.
Get hired. I might.
It'd be great.
I might bring you under the She Ready production umbrella.
Maybe I'll be a consultant.
I'm going to check your credit. Are you responsible?
Okay. Tiffany Haddish, good luck with night school. My kids will be there this weekend.
Great.
They're looking forward to it.
I look forward to seeing
it. It was nice
them.
to hang out with you.
It was nice
good
hanging
luck
out
with
with
everything.
you too. Thank you for the tea.
All right, thanks to ZipRecruiter. Don't forget to check them out at ZipRecruiter.com/BS. Thanks to Gillette. Their craftsmanship, unbeatable. The Gillette Fusion Pro Shield, a perfect example. Moves to every shape, every hair, everything on your face. It gets it. Gillette On Demand. You go online, subscribe, have your favorite blades like the Fusion Pro Shield delivered directly to your door. Subscribe to Gillette On Demand today. Get $5 off your first order. Special offer, Simmons 5. Like the number 5 at checkout. Enjoy free shipping every fourth order, free with subscription. Just visit Gillette online at GilletteOnDemand.com to get started. And thanks to FanDuel. Remember, FanDuel has never been more fun or more easy. If you love daily fantasy, it's the place to play even if you're not a fantasy expert. Has something for everyone, more ways to win than ever before, like their Gridiron Pick'em contest every week or the Eliminator contest that I've already been knocked out of. Thank you, Minnesota. New users get a $20 bonus when they make the first deposit on FanDuel. Come play with me at FanDuel.com/BS. Back later in the week with more. Until then.